be making some flower with some of this felt greenery for this bunny tray I got from Target Dollar Spot. I used 3 different felts, so I'll show you what the 3 felts I used were and how they worked. This first one was the cheaper felt from Joann Fabrics. It did not cut all the way through. All 3 felts I used 1 pass and the wool felt setting with the rotary blade. There's just a few pieces that I will go in and cut with scissors. Most of the strands were pretty easy to see and cut, they were just barely still attached. For my next piece of felt, I found this one at Michael's. It's a little bit thicker than the last pink one. It also did not cut all the way through. The darker color makes it a little bit difficult to see the cut lines, but it wasn't too bad. The next felt I have is from Joann's, and it's their thicker felt. This one did not cut very well, and with the darker color it was difficult to see the cut lines. It probably would have done better with a second or even a third pass, but I wanted to keep all my tests the same, so I only did 1 pass. This felt is just a little floppy on its own, so I'm taking an 18 gauge floral wire and just gluing it with hot glue to the back of my greenery here. And it's very bendable, so I'm bending it with the shape of the greenery as well. I recommend getting a floral wire that's wrapped with green or is green just to help hide it. For my felt flower, I'm taking 2 of the smaller petals and I'm just folding them on top of each other. I like to start with the center first and then work my way out, and I can keep adding flowers till it's the size I like. To add a little bit more depth to the flower, I like to pinch the very bottom and apply a little glue to hold it. And as you can see, it just gives it a little bit more depth to the flower itself. For the second row, you will want to place the petals in between the other two petals where they line up. Don't go directly behind the first layer of petals. The next row will be my larger petals, and again I'll just go in between the layer between and just keep adding. use your fingers to press the petals inward to make it a little bit of a nicer shape. To glue my greenery and flower onto my teal tray bunny here, I'm just going to apply some hot glue. I'm just gluing the stem, not the individual leaves, so they're a little bit more flowy. In my file, I've also attached these leaves. I'm going to show you how to put them on a floral wire to make a little branch that you could add to this piece or to maybe a vase with some other flowers in it. You can also use these leaves individually. There are 2 small leaves that I'm going to be placing at the top. Just like with the petals, I'll be pinching the bottom. You can pick what end you want to be the bottom. But with the smaller ones, they're almost too small to pinch, so I'm just kind of wrapping them around the tip. You can place your green leaves 2 at a time all the way down and make it symmetrical, or I'm going to stagger them and kind of go around the stem. You can choose either method. There are also 2 larger leaves to make at the very bottom. You can keep all your leaves the same size or use the different sizes I provided. here's what our finished product looks like. I also showed you how to make these little stems with leaves on. You could stick it in here on both sides if you want, but I think I like mine without them. If you made them a little bit longer, you could put them down here with some of your decorations, and because it's wire, you can bend it around the pieces. Or you could just use the leaves and put it with a flower. This is a little small for this flower, but if you used the bigger one or on a different flower, you could do that. Some different things you could put in here would be like a little bunny, or maybe this guy that I showed you how to make. And then you could throw some greenery in there, maybe something else like a candle or something, or maybe even the resin love sign I made. I'll link these things down below. But if you want more information on how I made this flower, greenery, and these leaves, please visit knfdesign.com, and also leave the link on where to get the design to make these as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps my channel. Thanks, happy crafting!